Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be starting a brand new Piggy series. Piggy What If? What if Zizzy was a monkey? What if the infected were just a bunch of angry Fortnite players? And what if Mr. P was a red potato? We're actually going to be going over some pretty interesting stuff in this video. We're going to do one, maybe next video we'll do two. We're going to be doing one, and that is, what if Tio had friends? So let's get straight into it. So the main big thing with Tio having friends is that he probably would have spoke. And that wouldn't have attracted the friend that he mentioned at the end of the distraction chapter. Probably Mr. Stitchy, we still don't know. Hopefully we find out in Inner City. I bet we will, because I don't think Tio died at the end of the hidden ending. But we're just going to refer to him as Mr. Stitchy. So Mr. Stitchy would have never actually met Tio, because Tio wouldn't have been, like, very happy. Or no, he would have been very happy. He wouldn't have been all sad, and he would have spoke to his friends, you know, because he mentions he didn't have no friends like Z. So maybe Mr. Stitchy would have gone after Z. But let's say Mr. Stitchy doesn't go after Z. Well then, Tio would have never became like Mr. Stitchy. And again, at the end of the distraction chapter, Tio mentions that Mr. Stitchy causes the infection because Tio was becoming so much like him, and he didn't like that, so he cursed the world with the infection. But again, at the end of the hidden ending, he says Mr. P started it, so we don't actually know, but we're gonna say Mr. Stitchy started the infection, as you can see him in the Alley's map, probably because he knows what's happening. So, if Mr. Stitchy really did start the infection, and Dude Man never met Mr. Stitchy, the infection would have never started, which would never have caused the events in Chapter 1. As we know, the events of Chapter 1 were a detective investigating Georgie Piggy that ran away from home. And he ran away from home because his family was acting all strange. And that is because they took the potion that Mr. Stitchy probably made Mr. P turn into the infection. So, again, Georgie would have never ran away. He would have stayed at home. Us police officers would have probably just continued our work with just every other crime, kind of like Willow and Rash and the whole Alley's gang. They would have never escaped. Infection would have never happened. None of the events in Piggy would have happened. Everything would have just been normal. So there you have it, guys. This is what I think would have happened if Tio had friends. Again, he would have never met Mr. Stitchy, so the infection would have never started if we're going off of what happened, or what Tio said in the distraction chapter. If we're going off of what he said in the hidden ending, well, then nothing would have changed. It would have basically just been like the Survivor endings. Because the infection still would have started if Mr. P did make it. We just would have never met Tio at the end of Temple. But that is it for this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And tell me what you think would happen if Tio did have friends. That's all. I'll see you next time.